And there's one world power that's closely watching this battle, China. The Communist Party has studied the fall of the Soviet Union extensively. It took lessons from the fall of the USSR to secure its grip on power at home. And now Beijing is carefully studying Russia's offensive because when China decides to invade Taiwan, the lessons from Ukraine might come in handy. In fact, China is applying these learnings already. Let me tell you how. What is the most obvious takeaway from the war in Ukraine? That no modern-day war can end swiftly. Russian forces were overconfident. They believed they could swiftly capture Kiev. It did not happen. Ukraine's forces were able to defend their capital. Western weapons supplies boosted Ukraine's firepower, and this forced the Russian troops to retreat to their strongholds. What has China learned from this? That it's going to need a lot more firepower to invade Taiwan. So Beijing now wants to build more warships. A new report has some details on this plan. It says the Communist Party has recently given new orders. They have restarted the construction of guided missile destroyers. What's a guided missile destroyer? It's basically a warship. It is equipped to launch guided missiles. Now these are weapons that can dictate their own path. They can chase targets and strike them without the need for constant human interference. China is said to be building 5 missile destroyers for its navy. Some pictures have come out. These are from the Dalian shipyard in northern China. These are the warships under construction. Why does China need more destroyers? To create a blue water navy, a fighting force on the high seas that can operate almost anywhere in the world. China wants to compete with the US military. It wants the ability to challenge the US in any theater of conflict. Dominating the high seas is a big part of that plan. And for that, China needs a massive navy first. By 2031, it plans to add at least 5 aircraft carriers, over 60 cruisers and destroyers, a range of logistical vessels and strategic bombers. With this firepower, China will dominate the Indo-Pacific, or it hopes to. This would make a potential invasion of Taiwan much easier. How close is China to doing this? Let's look at some numbers. China has the world's largest navy. It has 300,000 active personnel, 79 submarines, 2 aircraft carriers, 41 destroyers, and more than 100 small boats and ships. So Beijing is quite close to its goal. And it's conducting military activities around Taiwan every day. Today, Taiwan detected 5 Chinese ships and 20 aircraft. We've been bringing you these numbers almost every day. Today, we sat down to crunch them. And what we found is mind-boggling. How many times were Chinese aircraft detected near Taiwan this month? 735 times. What about warships? At least 140 times. What is China trying to prove with all of this? It is demonstrating how quickly it can reach Taiwan. Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen is concerned.
Recently, China's military exercises in areas surrounding Taiwan have posed significant threats to the status quo across the Taiwan Straits and throughout the region. Countries in the region and global democratic partners have expressed serious concerns over China's actions.
An escalation cannot be ruled out. When China announces these drills, they were in fact limited to 6 zones. But now the PLA's activities have been detected in at least 7 zones around Taiwan. Let me show you another map. The Chinese military has surrounded Taiwan from all sides. And just for context, the last major drills around Taiwan happened in the 1990s. Chinese military activities then were limited to at least 3 zones. And during those drills in the 1990s, the PLA remained close to the mainland. But now the picture looks different. Now the Chinese forces have come dangerously close to Taiwan. Beijing is amassing more firepower and accelerating defense acquisitions. This is a clear signal of intent. China may not start a war immediately, but it's definitely preparing for one. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.